Here you can see my client with the eyebrows I done approximately 2 years ago, and then around 1 year ago, and now we are going to do a refresher procedure. You can see a little bit of carbon black inside, but I have to really use a little bit warmer pigment to make it nicer and to make sure that it will be a little bit more brown. We will disinfect the eyebrows and area around the eyebrows too. Now I will pluck the brows a little bit. Now we beautifully see the shape. I will only go with my pencil around the shape, and then it's enough for me to start tattooing. Here I don't need to do the outline because I will create a gradient. We will do the same on the other side. Here it is a little bit softer. I will clean my shape with this small wooden stick. I want to make my lines a little bit more clean. Here we will do the same thing. And now we can see the shape. I will be using etalon number 5 and etalon number 2. Etalon number 5 is the darkest shade from the palette, and etalon number 2 is the warmest shade. I really like this mix because I need to create a little bit darker color for her, but I already told you in the beginning that I need to make it a little bit warmer because of the grayish undertone she already has from the old PMU. Here we will add only 4 drops of the warm color. I will use speed 5.5. This is my favorite speed for powder brows. We will start with a pixelated outline. Very soft one. 90-degree angle and 3-point stretching is a must. We will check our pressure, and it's perfect. It's super soft but amazing, and I can see it straight away. I stretch the skin properly and I move my client's head towards me. Moving again. And again. Little bit softer pressure over here. Now we will start from the tail as usual. Pendulum movement, back and forth. And our strokes are very close to each other. Make sure that you are not putting a lot of pressure on a tail, because very often it can get really gray. I am not going to clean my eyebrow. I will do the first pass like this, and then I will clean it at the same time. If you are not cleaning your eyebrow, make sure that you are not putting your fingers over it. Then it can get really messy. When I am moving closer to the body of the brow, I also change my position. We have to saturate this part quite well, because this is the bottom part and body, and we want to put a lot of color over here. When I am working here on top of the brow, my pressure is super soft. And now we are moving slowly to the bottom part. Coming back to the top part a little bit and moving again more down. Moving my client's head, stretching quite well. Little bit more up. And now the same step, coming back down. When I am moving a little bit more to the front, I put even less pressure on a pen, on a machine, because I want to have my dots super soft. And here in the front, my movements are a little bit far away from each other. But I am pretty sure you already know this if you follow me for some time and if you saw a few of my tutorials. This is how my first pass looks like. As you can see, top part and front part is very soft, and you can see that the dots are a little bit far away from each other because we want to create a beautiful gradient, so we cannot oversaturate it straight away. We will work on the gradient a little bit later. Here you can see how my eyebrow looks like after first pass. It's super soft, but it's already visible, and you can compare it to the other one. Now we will start with the second pass. I will focus a little bit more on the tail and body of the brow now, and I will not touch front part and top part. I am testing new needles and I really like this needle. It's entering the skin properly. It's very smooth. I am really taking my time and I am placing my strokes very close one to each other. Slower movements. Here I usually change my direction of the movements I do. Make sure that you are feeling comfortable while you are tattooing. It's super important. I will come back here and I will do this part one more time because she does not have a lot of brow hair over here, so I think that the color looks a little bit lighter. I want to make my line a little bit more crisp. And I will add a little bit more color too. Especially over here where we cannot see brow hair that much. Here I have to work a little bit more than usual because she already had her brows done, so I need to put color to cover it up. We will leave this eyebrow for now. I think it's quite well saturated. I will move to the other side and I will do the exact same thing on the other side. And then at the end we will create a beautiful gradient and we will make the brows a little bit thicker. We will move to the other side over here and we will do the same. Pixelated outline. Bottom part, moving my client's head, and again. I am not going to clean my outline. I'm going to do the first pass straight away. So, pendulum movements. Moving my client's head, stretching very, very well. Here you can see our first pass. And now I will move there again and I will do the second pass, where I will be working a little bit more on the tail and body of the brow. I want to saturate the eyebrow properly, but we can see there is a little bit of plasma coming off the skin, so I cannot work much longer. This is how our eyebrows looks like after second pass. This is the first one, and here you can see the second one. And now I will remeasure the eyebrows again to see where I can go with the gradient. It will take around 5 to 10 minutes and we are done with the procedure. Perfect. I can see some small lighter space over here, so I will go again. but I will focus much more on the top line and on the front of the brow. Soft movements and a little bit far away from each other. And here you can see the final result. As you can see, my client has a little bit sensitive skin, so it's a little bit reddish, but I am super happy with the result because the saturation looks amazing, and when her brows will be healed, I think that the color will look perfect on her.